Hi, hello, I'm Jessica. I'm a Colorado-based elopement photographer with two very clingy dogs that you're going to see throughout this video. I apologize, they simply cannot be tamed. I'm all about helping down-to-earth couples have really purposeful elopement days in amazing adventure-filled places that inspire me and inspire them too to have the epic day of their dreams. This is my first ever YouTube video. I'm sure it'll be a bit rusty. I'm so happy that you're here, and my goal for this channel really is just to share my love of eloping, give resources to couples who are considering going that route, share the things that I love about photography and the gear that I use, and also just random adventures that I go on with my two crazy dogs and husband. Since he seems like he wants to hang out with me particularly, this one's Oliver, and I'm sure you'll see Scout coming around at some point during the video. When thinking about starting this channel and what the first video would be that I posted, I felt really drawn to sharing my story, my heart behind what I do, and kind of what led me to my whole why and reasoning around, my business and how I like to live my life overall. I want to start off by, have you ever had a time in your life or an experience that seemed small in the moment, or something that wasn't really that momentous that completely changed everything when you look back on it? That was skydiving for me. As you may have guessed from the title, this story is centered all around how saying yes to skydiving completely transformed the approach that I like to take to my own life and the approach that I like to take to showing up and encouraging the couples that I have the pleasure of working with. Let's rewind. I haven't always been someone who would call herself adventurous. Growing up and most of my life, I honestly stuck to my very comfortable comfort zone and didn't really stray from that. As you can imagine, skydiving was so far off the things that I ever wanted to do in life or something that I ever even had on a bucket list. I preferred my feet being super firmly planted on the ground and, following kind of the paved path in life, following the things that I felt like I was supposed to do. There's signs telling you where you should go, what you should do. It's definitely nothing that involved risks or that involved me really facing any sort of fear that I had. Just doing the things that I felt like I was supposed to do and the safety that came with that. The thing with that comfort zone that I didn't even really realize until reflecting on it later was that it led to a lot of feeling that I was missing out. And not in the FOMO kind of way, but in the deep down tugging feeling in my heart that I wasn't living life to the fullest. But then one day, something changed. A friend of mine texted me and asked, "Hey, do you want to go skydiving with me this summer?" As you can guess, I typed, "Hell no," quicker than I even knew I could text. But then something happened. As soon as I sent off that text message, I was super frustrated at myself. I couldn't quite figure out why at first, and then I realized that I was letting fear stop me from doing something that I knew even deeper down would completely change my life. I mean, you're talking to someone who is the queen of comfort zone. Comfort zone should really have been my middle name. When I was asked, I knew that I was feeling called to go skydiving and say yes. So that's what I did. I'll try to include a couple photos on the video that show you my actual skydiving experience. Like I said, total YouTube newbie, so who knows if it'll happen. I found this excerpt from a poem by Atticus that I felt really described the experience of skydiving for me and how I felt afterwards. She was afraid of heights, but she was more afraid of never flying. Got me, right? Skydiving was by far the most terrifying experience ever. I was such a ball of nerves leading up to it. I couldn't even talk about the word skydiving. I didn't want anything to do with it. But it was also the most freeing experience ever afterwards. I knew I wanted to stop the cycle of my comfort zone holding me back in life. And from the experience of skydiving, I learned how insanely capable I was and really what happens when you face your fears and just dive into what your gut is telling you to do. Okay, so how does this apply to the rest of my life and the way that I like to run my business and serve the couples that I work with? I really want to be someone who can encourage people to chase their dreams and pursue what's really tugging at their heart deep down. With being an elopement photographer, I'm able to work with couples who have that feeling that having a more traditional day just doesn't feel right for them, whether that be because the guest lists are overwhelming, they don't like all of the attention, or In reality, they feel more comfortable just being with each other in nature. And I love that I'm able to take that feeling of wanting a different type of wedding day and feeling like that kind of day doesn't suit them into really having an amazing experience outside in nature that is so purpose-filled and so aligned around a day that's really true to who they are. All of that to say, I want to help the people that I interact with, both in real life and on this channel, take their own figurative leaps out of airplanes. Whether you're considering eloping or you're just here for the ride, or the dogs. I would absolutely love if you commented below and let me know something that you really want to pursue, and I would absolutely love to provide you with some encouragement and help you chase that dream in 2021. Also, thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited to see where this channel goes and all the things that I get to share with everybody, and I really appreciate all of the love and support. So if you want to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, it would mean the world, and I'll see you next time.